So Terraform installation is what you need to do, as I said in the beginning, right? So you need to download that package. Where it will be downloaded? It will be downloaded in the download section here, right? It will be downloaded in the download section here. Somewhere here it will be downloaded actually. So of course Terraform here, right? This will be downloaded. So now what you need to do after that, copy that and create one file in your wherever you want to create. It's not mandatory to create here, C drive like this, paste this here, and you need to copy the location of this one here, copy the location, because we need to define the variable for this one. Control C here, this location. Then you need to do here environment variable here. What you'll do, if you'll do a env here like this, edit the system environment variable, not for your account. Please edit for the system. If you click on this one here, what you need to do, click on this one environment variable, like yesterday I told you. So then don't go to the user part here. See, the thing is your part is different actually. In your case, it's different. Now what you need to do here, you need to go to the path. After clicking on a path here, just click on, if you click on new here now, see, it will show you something like this. Yesterday's was showing like this. Don't do that. You need to edit that now. See, if I click here, you need to edit that path. If you edit that pathways like this, it will show. In this, what you need to do, you just click on new, control V, paste. This is already there actually. I don't need to do here. This is already there. And click on OK. Just click on OK because I'm not saving this. So I'm clicking on cancel. So like this. Right? So like this. Like this. So it's not like, okay, you are creating in a C drive. Please create wherever you like to create. But you need to copy this path. There you need to define the variable. Control C. Go to the environment variable. You need to go to the system variable here. env here, you need to go to the environment variable, but for the system environment. After going here, you need to go to the environment variable. After going to the environment variable, go to the path, click on edit here, right? If you click on new, not possible because it will alter this path here. It will add another path here like this. It will add another path. So don't do that. You need to click on edit. If you edit here means it will edit here like this. New, don't do edit. New. Copy and paste. Try one time. This should work, I guess. Let me try this. So this is what we need to understand from this thing here. Now I have prepared something for you people. We are getting into the Ansible, then we will get into the CI/CD. So I'll upload this thing here. Very, very important here, Ansible. We discussed about, now see, there is a minor change here. Minor change means we discussed about the IAC. IAC means infrastructure as a code. What we are doing, we are creating infrastructure from the code. Of course, we are writing the code. From that code, we are creating what? We are creating the infrastructure, IAC infrastructure as a code. Then here, where we are going to use this Ansible here, Ansible is configuration management tool. What I meant by, now see, tool to automate IT task. IT task, why it's good to automate them like this. But what I meant by configuration, you need to understand here. Update it will do for what? For your server, existing server. Whenever I'm going to talk about server creation here, means resources, whatever the resources we need to create within the provider. So that will be created by using Terraform. But what Ansible will do, Ansible will update. If you're looking for update, you will not use Terraform actually. So what we will use Ansible there. If you want to create the backup for something, we'll use Ansible. Repetitive task, some task which we need to define again and again. In this case, we will use Ansible. If you want to create multi-user, single user, assign the user into the groups. See, I'm talking about multi-server here. I'm not talking only one server. Of course, one server you can do manually. But if you want to create the same user in 100 server, so what we will do? We will use Ansible in this case. Assign the group, system reboot. If you want to reboot, assign any sorts of permission, that can be done by Ansible here. Then in 4 different ways, how we are going to do execute task from own machine here. Own machine here means what we are going to do here. There will be one machine, my laptop. What I'm going to do, I'm going to execute each and everything from my laptop. Where? To 100 servers. Configuration, installation, deployment in a single YAML file. That is called playbook here. What we are going to write? We are going to write the playbook, and from that we are going to execute each and everything. Reuse the same file multiple times for a different environment. What we can do? We can reuse the same YAML file. What we will do? We will create one same YAML file, and that we will use in the same, means different environment, QA, dev, prod, pre-prod, whatever the environment are. On those we will most reliable and less likely to be our error. What is the takeaway as of now? Configuration management means already existing servers will be there. Those we are going to manage. Means how we are going to manage: update, backup, repetitive task, creating user, booting, assigning permission, whatever the change, configuration, whatever the management we need to do, configuration management we have to perform for that server, that will be performed by using Ansible here. This we are going to do. Now let's get into this one here. This is very, very important here. Now if you are talking here, it supports all the infrastructure here. If you are going from operating system to a cloud provider, Ansible supports this. But this is very important here. This will be important for you people. Actually, you need to understand this workflow here. What this workflow here? I need a pen here. I need epic pen actually. So now, what is the takeaway from here? Listen this carefully. Very, very important diagram. Now see, these are my server. What is this server? This is my first server. This is my server. This is second server. This is my third server. Suppose this belongs to a host one, means this belongs to a QA. I am talking, this is my testing server here. What I am doing? I am writing this is for my QA here. This is for my QA here. This is for my prod here. This is for my pre-prod here. So I'm talking here, I'm talking only 3 server here. Suppose what we have 100 server here. So what we have 100 server here. I'm taking example of 100 server here, 100 server. So whenever Ansible here, now see here from where we are going to manage this, we are going to manage from the master. What is master in my case? Master is my laptop. What is my master here? My master is laptop here. In this case, my master is laptop here. Let me, just a second, guys. I'll create a new diagram. It will be better. Let me attach mouse. So this diagram is very, very important. This is architect of how. So this is architect of this actually. I'll do Control Z here. So now what do you need to understand here? Now see, please understand. So what is the architect of Ansible here? You need to understand what is the working process of Ansible here. So each and everything will be controlled from one place. As I said, each and everything will be controlled from one place. This is my master. What is my master? In usually, it will be your laptop. What is your master? Your master will be your laptop, like this. And these are your server, different server. I'm taking example of server. As I'm taking example, suppose this belongs to QA. This is my server. This is my prod here. This is my pre-prod. I'm talking about environment here. Please understand. I'm not talking about server here. I'm talking about environment. Under each environment, definitely there will be a 10 to 20 server. Under each environment, there will be definitely 20 to 30 server. Prod here or staging here, prod here, whichever environment are. Just taking example here, guys. So now what do we need to understand here? These are my staging environment. Now, how many servers? Suppose roughly, let's take an example of how many server we have. 100 server. I'm taking example of 100 server we have under these 3 environment. QA, prod, staging here, 100 server we have. Now, how my machine will understand? Now, first thing, how now this will be connected. Now this machine, my machine will be connected through this environment. So how? Through the SSH. So how they will be connected? They will be connected through the SSH secure shell here. So they will be connected through the SSH here. They will be connected through the SSH here. Like this, they will be connected through the SSH. Master, these are my client. This is called master and slave also. You can call slave, you can call, usually these are called host. Please understand. These are called host server. So what these are called? These are called host server. So means master and host, or client you can say, or slave you can say. These all together are host, not only one. I'm not talking only one. These all together are my host here. These all together are my host here. Now, how they will be connected? They will be connected through the master. How? Through the SSH. Now, one more thing here. Each and every, now, how many server we have? 100 server. Now, how this master will know how many server we have? So that information will be here inside here. Now we can, so now that information will be here inside the inventory file. So this is my inventory file. What we have in inventory file? Now see, whenever, one more thing here, please understand, whenever we are installing Ansible, we no need to install. Now one more thing here, we need no need to install Ansible in all the server. We don't need anything here. We no need to install Ansible here in our server. Where we will install the Ansible? We will install the Ansible here into master here. Where we will install Ansible? We will install the Ansible into master here. So as we will install the master here, means one inventory file will be there. What is this called? Inventory means store. You can say like this is the store. Store for what? Store of, means here in this file we will have information related to our server. How many server we have? If you want to see how many server you have, you just go to the inventory file here. Of course, here. Just go to the inventory file here. Here you will get end-to-end information about your clients. How many hosts you have here? End-to-end information. So this inventory file is very, very important here. Here information. Then one more thing here. This is how inventory file, what this will have? This will have information about the QA. This will have information about the prod. This will have information about the staging, where inside the inventory file. From here, this master will understand how many server he is controlling from here inside the inventory file. Now, we need to understand there is one important parameter here that is called module. There is one important parameter that is called module. What this module will do now, if you want to now see what I want, I'm looking for now, I want to perform the task. I showed you people, we are going to perform the task. What task? What I want to do, I want to create one file. What I want, I need one file, and that has to be created into all server. How many server? All 100 server. I want to create one file. Actually, who will create the file? Module will create the file. What this module will do? Module will create the file. Now what this module will do? It will be initiated from the master. Each and everything will be initiated from the master. It will go to all the server or all the environment. These are my environment here. It will go to the all the environment. It will execute this thing in all the environment. It will finish his task, whatever the task. What was the task? He want to create the file. So he will create the file here. Parallel execution here. Yesterday we understood Ansible also worked on a parallel execution. Parallel execution means at the same time, what will be there? At the same time, resources will be created. So whatever the resources we want to create, what we are creating a file here, module. So who will perform the task? Module. How many module we have here? I think around 8,500 something. These many module we have. So according to our task, whatever means what Ansible is doing basically. So if you want to see what Ansible can do, you need to read out this 8,500 module. What these are? These are basically tasks. Task means module. This module, who will perform the task? Module will perform the task. So how many tasks Ansible can form? 8,500. Create, delete, one of them. Some I have shortlisted only 5, 4. Update, only one module will update. Backup, only one module will backup. Creating the user, only one module will create the user. Assigning the group, only one module, only one module, only one module. How many I shortlisted? Only 5, 6. Like this, how many tasks Ansible can perform? 8,500 tasks Ansible can perform. How I knows that? If for each task there is each module, one task. So that will be done. Now see, this module will go here, it will perform the task, it will come back. This module will not stay here. Please understand, this module will not stay here. It will complete the task. Now this is a parallel. Now this is, if I'm talking about module, sending the task using the doing the task by using a module here. This is manual process here. This is not automation way of. First, what it will do? It will go here. It will execute. See, this module will not work on a parallel execution here like this. Parallel, it will do like this manually here in one. Not manually. It will. Please understand here. It will work parallelly. This module will work parallelly. But problem is, it will perform only one task. One module, one task. One module, one task. One module, one task. What Suppose you are looking for 10 tasks at a time. What you are looking 10 tasks at a time? Of course, 10 tasks means what we need to understand 10 module. So what we need to run? We need to run the 10 module. So one module parallelly, of course, it will work parallel. One module, then second module, then third module, fourth module, fifth module, 10th module, like this time consuming process. This is not a good way to work. Actually, task will perform, module will perform the task. There is no alternate here. So what we can do, we can write a configuration file here. What we can write? We can write one configuration file. This configuration, there is a special terminology for this configuration file in our Ansible, that is called playbook. What we will do? We will write the playbook. Playbook means play. Play means series of tasks. One task means one play. One task means one play. Playbook means more than one task. Of course, you can define n number of tasks here in this playbook. So what you'll do, you'll initiate this playbook from here. You'll start this playbook from here, and parallelly 10 tasks it will perform at once. Parallelly it will perform 10 tasks at once. This is why we are using playbook here. So this is what we need to understand from here. Let me summarize for you people. What Ansible is? Ansible is a configuration management tool. Why we are going to do what we are going to do here? We are going to manage the configuration by what? By using the module. What we are going to do? We are going to manage these things by using the module. If I'm talking about configuration structure here of our configuration or architect of Ansible, it will work something like this: master to slave. I have a master and slave configuration, and both of them will be connected through the SSH, where we will have information of our server inside the inventory file. Record of your server environments, whatever the environments, how many environment you have, under how many one environment, how many server you will have, that information we have within where that we will have within the this inventory file, each and everything. If I'm talking what I said module will perform the task. If you want to perform the task, module will perform the task. There is a two way of working under this. This is called actually ad hoc. You need to understand this is called ad hoc actually. If you are saying this is called ad hoc. Ad hoc command means you are running one at a time. Means you are running one module at a time. This is called ad hoc way of working. Means one task at a time. But if you want more tasks at a time, what you need to do? You need to write the playbook. And from the playbook, you are going to execute each and everything where? Into your respective server here. This is the takeaway. Coming to a documentation here. Let's go to the documentation. Now you will understand properly here. What I'm saying, configuration management tool. What we are going to perform like this. Suppose I have a Docker version installed in my server. How many server I have? 5. So what I'm looking, my app version was B1 here. Suppose I have a B1 version. Of course, after 2 year, 3 year, I need to update my version. If I want to update my version from where, what I'll do, I can update parallelly this version here into all the server, respective server. How? By running the playbook. If I run parallelly, if I run one at a time is what who will run module? Of course, ad hoc, or otherwise I'll write the playbook and I'll execute all update. Whatever the update I want to do, I will update all the server at once here. This is one of the things. What Ansible is doing, some of the tasks, update, backup, configuration management all together, if I say. So in different ways, what we are going to do, as I said, there will be a master. My machine will be called master. Each and everything I will handle from the master. In master, you need to have Ansible, but don't install Ansible in your server. How many server? 100,000 server. You don't need to install Ansible into all server. Only in one server, it will be controlled from one server. Configuration, installation, deployment step in a single YAML file. What this YAML file is called? What this YAML file is called? I forgot actually. What is the name of this YAML file?
Playbook.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember now. And this is called playbook. So if you want to know one more thing here, see what we are doing in playbook. In playbook, we are writing many things, right? Many tasks we are writing. Suppose tomorrow you have written some 100 tasks here, 5 tasks here, 10 tasks. Of course, so tomorrow, suppose you need to do the same thing. What you'll do? You will reuse in IT, in industry. Mainly, you will reuse this playbook, right? Because this is required. This is reusable. Because if you need to perform the same task, means who will perform the same task? Module. That module you have written in playbook. So what you will do? You will reuse that multiple times with a different environment, QA, prod, pre-prod, wherever. more reliable and less likely to be error. Of course, you can understand because module will perform the task. Of course, error prone here. So error prone here. This is what we can understand from here. Then afterward, this is the working process. Please remember inventory. Inventory file will be very, very important. Where we need to manage this, we need to manage within our, of course, host master. This is called master here. Then afterward, what is Ansible, where it is used, how it works. You need to understand module. What is a module? Module is a small program that actually do the work. That is called task. Means whatever the task you want to perform, that will be done by the module. How? Module will be, now see, module will be pushed to the target server. QA, prod, 100 server, 200 server, where module will go, do their work and get removed. It will not stay within those server. Please understand. If you are installing something in the server, right? This is a positive thing actually, which you need to understand. It will go there, it will perform the task, something like this, right? You have a house, you have some housekeeping. What they are doing, they are coming every day, they are going their home, they are not staying your home, they are performing the task, they are going their home, they are not occupying space in your house. Same here, module. What module is doing? So module is going there, it is performing their task, and what is doing is going back from here, getting removed. So very, very important one. Create cloud instances, some of the use here. Module, one small specific task, it will perform only one task. Please understand, it will perform only one task, it will not perform multiple tasks. One module, one task. Number of module equal to number of tasks. Somebody will ask you how many tasks Terraform can, Ansible can perform. Please don't answer him like this, okay? I don't know. You need to understand how many module we have. What he's asking actually is asking how many module we have in our Terraform, not Terraform, Ansible. Indirectly, he's asking you question like that. So that we need to understand. If you want to start a Docker container, one of the use, create or delete the file, install Nginx server like this. There are many use cases what we can do. Ansible uses YAML here. Why YAML? As I said, no need for learning specific language for Ansible. YAML. If you're into Azure DevOps, mainly you need to learn YAML. But if you want to automate the thing in your DevOps environment, of course, definitely you need to have a knowledge about YAML. Definitely it's going to be YAML here, like this. Create a container, start a container application like this. See, create a container in data container. If you want to see Docker container, like this Docker container, series of tasks you can define under. This is the hierarchy. Modular, granular, and specific. Multiple module in a certain sequence grouped together is called Ansible. Multiple module. One module will perform one task. If you're using multiple module, means you are doing multitask. You are doing multiple tasking here. In a certain sequence, grouped together, this will, what this will become? This will become playbook now. Series of, how playbook is written like this. Module name, what will be there? Module name, PostgreSQL table here. What you are creating? PostgreSQL table. Honor table like this. I'll show you people how it will. So like this, module name, first what will be there? Task will be there, name will be there, file path, like this it will be there. Ansible playbook. So what it will be there? It will be something like this. Host remote here like this. So I'll upload this. It will be very, very easy for you people. So Ansible playbook here. Which task, which host, which user here like this. Playbook here, one or more play, multiple play in a one. Of course, you can understand. Already discussed about this thing. Now see, please understand this environment here. Task. What task here? You want to create a directory for the Nginx, define the task. Nginx, you want to define the latest version, use another one. Yum, service, Nginx like this you can do. Where do the host value come from here? Web server, QA, data server. Host means your environment, which environment you have. Web server, QA. What people are doing, actually in end-to-end, we will not have this QA, staging, prod, pre-prod environment, right? This is just example naming. Usually we will have environment like this, web server, database server, like this. Host means which host you want to run this. Need to understand this. Now, host file will be very, very important. What this called? This is called host file as well. I forgot to mention. Inventory file is also called host file. What inventory file will called? Inventory file. I'll show you actually how to add the server here. So like this, how to change the inventory file, how you need to play with the inventory file. Very, very important topic. If you want to add multiple server, how many server I have? Environment actually, not server. Web server, under web server, how many server I have? Two. Database server, I have two server here. Cloud server, virtual or bare metal server, entirely up to us. This is entirely up to us. This is the Ansible tower here. UI dashboard for the Red Hat. This is the UI version of Ansible actually, if you want to learn this. What is this comparable task? What do you mean by Ansible? There are now, see, comparable tool, not task actually. Ansible, if I'm talking about Ansible, other than Ansible, we have a Puppet and Chef. People are using Puppet and Chef also. In Ansible, we are using YAML, but in Puppet and Chef, we are using Ruby. More difficult to learn. I won't recommend Ruby is difficult because I know that. Now see, if you are running Jenkins pipeline, actually, you are going to use the Ruby. Please understand, you are going to use the Ruby here to run the Jenkins pipeline. So like this, here you are using YAML. If you are a beginner, you are learning, sorry. If you are a beginner, you are learning something from very beginning, then in that case, I'll recommend you Ansible. Or if you are master in Ruby, then of course you go with the Puppet and Chef. Agentless here. Installation needed, no need managing update or targeting the server here. Now see agentless. What it meant agentless means, what do you mean by agentless? Agentless here means, see, there is a two mechanism here. One is, now what is the mechanism here? One is a push based mechanism, one is a pull based mechanism. You need to understand two mechanism here. What is the two mechanism? One is a push based mechanism, another one is pull based mechanism. What do I mean by push based mechanism here? What Ansible is doing, if you want to perform any task, you are pushing that. What you are pushing? You are pushing that module here into all the servers. Done. But pull based mechanism means, what it will do, it will go here into all the server. It will check whether you have something to configure or not. So something to configure or not, somebody is coming to your house every day, is asking, do you have any work for me? I'm looking for work. Every day is coming here. Or otherwise, you are going to that person. Okay, I have work, please come. This is a pull or push based mechanism. If I'm talking about Ansible here, Ansible work on a push based mechanism. But if I'm talking about Puppet and Chef, they will work on a pull based mechanism here. This is the difference here. So this is the difference we need to understand from here. This is the difference which we need to build from here. Then installing the Ansible here, don't worry, we'll install Ansible. But where we will install the Ansible, please understand, we will install Ansible only in our master server. We will not install on our other server. So Ansible installation here, I have written each and every documentation here. Now, where you can find the configuration, but let's mess up with this one first. So let's do a practical. Any question before going to the practical here?
Sir, can you explain about the push based and pull based once again?
Okay, now see, push based and pull based. Push based means, now what is the configuration here? There is now this. Okay, you have your one direction. Okay, means you have your master. This is my master. If you are sending something out from this master, what is that? You are pushing that, right? You are pushing that. You are sending that where? Into the target server here, right? If you have master means you are pushing, you are sending, you are staying Gachibowli. Where is your center? Your center is Gachibowli. So suppose you want to send something to Amirpet, what will do? Amirpet or Uppal or any place, or airport, RGI, anywhere. What you'll do, you'll push from where? Your one center to other centers. What is that? That is called push based mechanism. From here, from master to all the clients, you will push. That is called push based mechanism. Pull based means, what you'll do, you'll go all the places. Okay, of course, here what we will do, here you will send something, right? Some script or some module or some other person. Of course, you will not change from the master, right? So you'll go there and you will go there and you will check whether you have something or not. You have something or not. You have something to configure or not. You will check everything there. That is called pull based mechanism. This you are pulling something from there. You are going to that place. You are asking that. Got or not?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, like this. But you need to understand what is the takeaway from here. There will be one fixed location. From this location you are going to pull or push. From here you are going to push or pull here. So you are going to push or pull. So this we need to understand. Then let's play with this one here, Ansible, how this Ansible thing is. Let's do some practical on this. So what I'm doing, I'm creating one master and one server. You can create many as well. So I'll show you people how it can be. So what I'm doing, I'm creating one master and one this, right? So I have written, I have documented each and everything here. You will not be you will not have any problem here. This I gave to my team member actually recently. So that's why I prepared this. Like this, you can see here, right? Each and everything I have written here. But what you need to do, I need two instances here because I want to convert one master, one. I'm working on one master and one slave. That's it. I'm writing just the server here. Later I'll change. I'm writing server here. I'm creating for the Ubuntu. Please create for the Ubuntu. Now see, whichever AMI you are taking, your documentation will vary according to that. T2 micro, more than enough. Creating the server. Key, what this is my Ansible hyphen key. I am writing Ansible key. PAM, of course, done here. After doing PAM here, I will be able to creating the key. Yeah, how many server I'm creating? I'm creating two server, not one. I'm creating a two server. So one I'll convert master, another one I'll convert as a slave or host. You can call it like this. Did I create it two or one? Why it's showing only one? I think I created only one. Created only one, right? No, instance is two. Yeah, two. Server. What I'm doing, I'm renaming this. What I'm doing, like I'm doing, this is my master. This is my master server, and this is my. I'm writing this is my host. Both. Then of course connect to the mobile strum. Please connect only master because configuration we have to do. One more thing I forgot to tell you, important thing here. This is Python based tool. Now see, Ansible is created from where? Python. So whenever you are creating server, first thing what you need to notice, Python has to be installed on that server. Whenever somebody is talking you, this is a Python based tool, this is .NET based tool, this is Java based tool. What is the meaning of that one? In that server, what do you need? In that server, you need that languages to be installed. Why? Because if you have written something here, now see, if some house speak Tamil, you need to speak Tamil there, right? Because they will understand only Tamil. If you go Hindi means they'll speak Hindi. If you go Telugu house means you need to speak Telugu there. So same here. If they know Python means this your tool will understand only Python. If that is not installed means, of course, he will not be able to communicate. How he will communicate with that? This is the takeaway from here. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to the mobile sum section here. What I'm doing, I'm going to the mobile sum section here. And after going to the mobile sum section here, what I'm doing here, let me delete this. I don't need this. Delete the old server, delete the old session if you don't need. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to the session SSH share, control B here. By default, username is Ubuntu here. Going to the advanced SSH share, I'm going to the key, whatever the key I have. Of course, I'm going there. Ansible PAM, key 1. Okay, configured. I will be able to connect to my server. If you want to rename this server, let me rename this server. What I'm doing, why I'm doing duplicate session. So what is the name here? I'm writing this in my master. I'm writing this in my master. Right? What I can do, just double click here. You no need to do anything here. Easy. Just go to the view, increase the font size. First thing is we need to check whether we have. First thing what we need to understand, we need to understand whether we have Python installed or not. What I need to do, I need to do a Python hyphen version here. what I need, we need to have a Python here. But he's saying this is Python here. What he's saying here, this is Python here. So this is in like this. Then what I need to do here now, see, do Python 3. Okay, don't think like you have not installed. By default, this server, Ubuntu server will have a Python installed here. Don't install Python. You don't need to install the Python. So then what is next thing here? Then what we need to do here? Then we need to install the Ansible. What is the process? Now let's go to the documentation here. Let's go to the documentation. Nobody will ask you to. Nobody will ask you to. Now if I'm talking about what I'm talking about, Ansible here, install for the Ubuntu. Nobody will ask you about the commands, guys, that you have to find from the documentation. Nobody will ask you, please tell me your commands. What are the commands here? So what I'm doing, Ansible for the Ubuntu, like Fedora, Linux, Debian, Archive, Window, OpenSUSE. This is for the SUSE ETL. So like this you can do. Just go scroll down here, just do this. Right? I'm copying all this. What I'm doing, I'm copying all this. I'll show you different way of installing the things here now. Let's make you little advanced now. This is how I'm doing. This is how everybody is doing within the industry, guys. Please don't copy paste like this here. If you're copy pasting like this is not a good way. So what I'm doing a touch here. What touch command will do? I don't know what this will do.
Create the file.
Yeah, okay. Now I knows. It will create the file. I created the file now. Then what I'll do? I'll do a BIM here. What BIM will do? It will go within the file. Let's go within the file here. Right click and I'll go within the file like this. Whatever the command. Now see, control undo, U to undo, right? So what I'll do, I'll copy paste all the commands here in my file. I created file here. Please understand, this is how we install the multi commands here like this. This I knows, okay, because you need to remove the dollars. Please remove the dollar here. How to remove the dollar? You need to press I, insert. I'm using Vim editor, Linux thing. Okay, so I am removing this. What I'm doing, I'm running multiple command. Sudo update, it will update the server. Apt install software property, it will install Ansible straight away. That's it. What it will do, it will install Ansible here. Then what I'll do here, sudo apt install Ansible here. Let me do -y also. If there is any this thing here, it will take. Escape, shift colon X, done. But one more thing here. Now see, if I'll go to the Ansible here, I don't have execute permission, right? How to run the shell script? Anyone remembered or not? Forgot? // Ansible.sh, right? If you want to run the script, it will give me permission denied. You are not authorized to run the script. For this, what I have to do, I have to change the permission. I have to add the permission of what? What I need to do, I need to do a sudo chmod +x. What I'm doing here, +x means I'm adding execute permission. Sudo chmod +x for which file? Ansible.sh. This is how we work, guys. Now see, I change the permission. What I am, I have a permission to what I have now. Not this one, ll. If I do, I have execute permission here. There are many ways of defining the permission. I showed you people already Linux things. Now how to run? Just do a / ansible.sh. Simple. Hundreds of command will run at a time. This is how you run a script. Please understand. First create a script, then you run execute the commands. So your series of command will run here. Now see. So you no need to do anything here. Each and everything will be automatically configured here. Now see. So like this. Slowly, I'll show you people advanced configuration, how we are working within the industry. But of course, you need to attend the sessions. If you're not attending the session means in the end, we say like we have not learned anything. So that is not going to help. So we are installing now one more thing here. We are installing serverware only on the master. We are installing this only on the master. I'm not touching slave as of now. Okay, please don't touch slave as of now. Then till then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect my slave. How to do that? Go to the session, SSH here. And I'm going to the slave, whatever this is my host or slave. You can say host or slave. I'm connecting to the host. Of course, Control B, specify a username Ubuntu here, advanced SSH setting. I'll go to the private key here, then I'll connect this Ansible PAM. Done. This is my slave. And don't forget to rename, please. Just do a right click here. Rename the session. You need to rename the session here. What is this? Is my, I'm writing this is my host for Ansible here. So don't forget to rename. So it will be easy for us to, like, it will be easy for us to distinguish here. No, it's giving me. Giving me tension here. Just a second. Here we no need to do any changes. So I'm not touching host here. See, I'm touching only master. So what is my thing here? I want Ansible hyphen version. Let's see what version we installed here. Done. Ansible is done. I was talking about configuration file, right? Where? Here. Configuration file we will have here. And what I was talking, this is my configuration file. If I'll go to this location now, see how I can go. I'll do a cat here. This is one of the way. How what you can do? Cat, right click and paste. I will be able to not cat here actually. What I need to do here? How I can go to this location? CD, right? If I do a CD here, I will be able to see. Now see what these file are. What I was saying, host file, Ansible configuration file. If you want to see the host file, how I can see? Cat here host, right? This is a file. How I can open the file? By using cat. Now this is the content within the file. I'm just writing, if now see this is a host file. In this host file, we are going to enter the this here. First, what we need to do here, go to the diagram here. First thing, what we need. We need to do now what we did. We created one master and one host. They need to talk with each other. How they will talk? SSH I need to do. How to do SSH? Let's understand. Very important. I'm inside the client. Please understand. I'm inside the host here from the master. Don't change anything in your host. So what I'm doing here? Does anyone knows where our key are? How to generate the key? How to generate the key? How to do SSH? Anyone knows? Now, if you people doesn't know means, let's see. You need to go to the SSH here, CD SSH. This is the hidden one. Now see, dot SSH. Here you will have a file. Which file? Authorized key. What we are going to do? We are going to generate one key here. Where? Into master. Then we are going to paste that key here. Where? Inside this. If I'll do a cat here, inside this authorized key, what I'm going to do? I'm going to paste my key here. Then they will interact with each other. So how to generate the key? Very, very important one. See, this is how you do SSH. Somebody will ask you, can you show me how to do SSH here? This is how we do SSH. I'm in a different location. Let me exit out from here. I'll do a R here. Then I'll do a clear here. Done. So what I'm doing here now, I'll do a LL here. Of course, then I'll do a CD dot SSH here. I go here. Now see, there is no key here, right? What I'll do here, SSH hyphen keygen. So what is doing? He's asking me to generate the key. Where this key is generating here, SSH. Public and private key will be generated here. Now see. Two key. First one is public, another one is private here. Now what I'll do, if you want to see what this key are, just do like this here. What this key is, this is private key. Please don't copy private key. Please don't copy private key. If I'm doing a cat here to the public key, what you need to do? You just need to copy the public key, whatever this key is. Now see, copy this public key, avoid extra this here. What do you need to do? You need to avoid like this controls and don't do control C. Okay, where we need to go? We need to go to the beam, right? Other than cat, I need to do a BIM here because I need to paste this thing here. BIM. All right. After doing a BIM here, what I need to do here? I need to paste this key. That's it. Just I need to paste this key. I to insert, just go in the end. Actually, don't mess up here. If you're messing here, means it will be very expensive for us. Means problem for us. Like this. Just do a right click. Okay. What I did, I pasted my key. X here, it will be saved. Where? From the master to the this. What I'm doing, I'm coming out from this. Done.
Sir,
I created, yeah, please.
in master also we have a authorized keys, right? Why
Okay.
don't we use that key in
No,
dot
no.
SSH?
Now see, if we have authorized key, right? Now see, we need public and private key. This is by default key what we have here. Okay. If I'm
There is a
going to,
private key.
we need two keys actually. If you need to interact with, now see,
Mhm.
just let me go there first. Now what I have here, I have a two key here, right? This is public, this is public, this is private key which I generated. This is authorized key. By default it will authorize actually. If you copy paste somewhere, it will not work actually. Okay, this is by default key, no use basically if I say.
Okay,
But we need public and private key. Now if you want to interact to others, what do you need to do? You need to share this public key. Something like this, I gave you my house key, right? What this house key is, public key, you will be able to enter in my house,
right.
right? So this is what, where you
Okay,
need to copy, where whichever place you want to do. Now what I'll do here, if I'll do SSH, so what I'll do here, SSH here. Now you can, if you want, if you have a confusion here, guys, I have documented because not possible to remember for you people, right? So you can read out here. Now see, host here, set up the keygen. Okay, you can do here. Then you can do SSH. This is Ubuntu here, don't misunderstand here. If your username is something else, you need to do something else. Ubuntu here at the rate IP for the host. I have written here, you can go here. So what I need to do here, I just need to do SSH here. What is my username for this client here? This one. Then here, what I need to enter, I need to enter the client IP. You can enter the public or private, entirely up to you, public or private. From where from where I'm checking whether connection is established or not. I'm checking from the master. And where I'm pinging to the client. Where I'm pinging to the client or host here. Done. Now where I'm from the master, I'm doing this thing here. Please understand, from the master I'm doing. Now what this IP, now see, can you see this IP? This is private IP of this Ansible host. I am inside the Ansible host now. If you want to confirm 157. See, I am in the master. Server I connected is a master, but from the master I can control what I can control, my client now, host, like this. This is my host here now. See, from master itself, I connected through this one. How? By doing SSH. This is called connecting or communicating through the SSH. This is how we communicate. I think clear. I want to exit out from here. I want to exit out from here means then where I'll now see connection to 167 is closed here. Now we don't have connection with this one. If you want to check connection again, you need to do SSH here. You will be able to direct here. Now see, this is how you need to understand here. This is how you need to set up the connection here. Then one more thing here, which file is very important. I'm inside the master here, please understand. I'm inside the master. Where that file is, inside the CD, inside the etc, inside the Ansible virtual file system of Linux. Please guys, go to the old story now. No such file is found here. It's not possible. Yeah, what's going on here? CD, if I'll do like this here, it was etc, of course it was etc, but which location I am? Yeah, it's okay. So let me see the, yeah, etc Ansible, right? Am I doing some spelling error? Okay. Each and everything is okay. Okay, I was in that, right? Oh, I was in client. From the client I was doing, right? How that is possible? So where I am, where I need to go, because I need to see the host file actually. What I'm doing, I'm going to the host file, right? etc inside Ansible here, where there my file is. I want to go there. I want to what? I want to mess up with the host file now. What I want to do, I want to do a BIM here, and I want to go to the host file here. I think this I'll teach you people tomorrow. Otherwise, it will be more here. So what I'm going to do, I to insert. No, please remember one thing here. Please remember one thing here. If you are entering to this one here, if you are trying to change this file here, so please enter as an administrator, because only administrator are allowed to make changes within the host file. Either you need to be a root user, either how you can become a root user for that normal process here. You need to write the sudo before. I to insert, you can change anything here. Now suppose you want what I want, and copy this client here. Client, you can copy the private IP, you can copy the public IP. If you are copying public IP here, means tomorrow it will change, right? So it will be mess up for us. So what you can do, right click and paste, shift colon. I'm saving where? Into the host file, this. So then how you can ping here now? Ansible -n. So what you can do here, you can use this command now. What? This command. Ansible all. Tomorrow I'll show you what this is. But first see how we can, whether we can ping, what we can do here. I'll show you people what this thing are. So like this ping pong. Connection is established. Where? Here. Now, what is the thing? What I meant by this one? See, inside the host file, what I did, inside the host file here in my master. See, if you want to see how many server we have. So, okay, tomorrow somebody is asking you how many server this master is handling. So how you can see, you just need to do a BIM here, not BIM. I'm doing a cat here. I want to just see the list. You just go to the host file. We'll be able to see how many here. You can see the cat. This we have only one as of now. Tomorrow we will mess up here. Tomorrow we will do many things here. So this is how we first SSH. Second one is how to communicate. This is means second one is what? Second one, how to communicate through the host. First you have to do SSH. SSH will set up the communication. Second thing, of course, we'll add the server there. Whatever the changes tomorrow, we will create resources here in our this client. I'll upload this video. Very, very important. If you have any question, you can ask me the question. This is very, very important. If you can practice this much, means I will be very, very happy for you people. I accept one thing, it can be complicated, guys, not easy. But if you practice here, means definitely you will reach somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Mr. Venkat. See you tomorrow. Any question? If you have any question, you can ask me.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm stopping the server now. Please stop the server. Tomorrow I'll use the same server actually, because I have done the configuration. Otherwise, what I have to do, I have to set up same configuration again. I'm not doing that. Time taken process actually. That's it. Like this. I'm stopping the instance. Tomorrow I'll use the instance same. Okay. Take care, guys. I'll catch you people tomorrow.
Sir, 1 minute if you have
Yeah,
time.
Mr. Paul. Yeah, please.
Sir, like yesterday, today I got call from one company.
Okay.
So it's entity data actually.
Okay.
So they were asking few questions and they have scheduled an interview.
Okay. So what I can help you there?
No, like, can you stop recording? It's like
Just a second.